Heaven is high, hell is low. Hi and hello. This is Ray's Report, and I'm continuing my series on Beasts of the Bible. For this next one, we're going to talk about Paul, who in the book of Acts would be Paul and the snake, or specifically the King James Version is Paul and the viper. So this is in chapter 28 of Acts. Paul on the island of Malta. And when they were escaped, then they knew that the island was called Malta, and the barbarous people showed us no little kindness, for they kindled a fire and received us every one because of the present rain and because of the cold. And when Paul had gathered a bundle of sticks and laid them on the fire, there came a viper out of the heat and fastened on his hand. And when the barbarians saw the venomous beast hang on his hand, they said among themselves, "No doubt, this man is a murderer, whom, though he had escaped the sea, yet vengeance suffereth not to live." And he shook off the beast into the fire, and felt no harm. Howbeit they looked when he should have swollen, or fallen down dead suddenly. But after they had looked a great while, and saw no harm come to him, they changed their minds, and said that he was a god. In the same quarters were possessions of the chief man of the island, whose name was Publius, who received us, and lodged us 3 days courteously. And it came to pass that the father of Publius lay sick of a fever, and of a bloody flux, to whom Paul entered in, and prayed, and laid his hands on him, and healed him. So when this was done, others also which had diseases in the island came, and were healed, who also honored us with many honors, and when we departed, they laded us with such things as were necessary. See, this episode here involving Paul. He had by escaping, they meant he survived a shipwreck. Paul was actually a prisoner on his way to Rome, where ultimately he did die and was decapitated. But that's another story. We're dealing with the beasts of the Bible here. But while he was on this island, which is, we call it Malta today, but was Melita, he did have an occasion where he was stoking a fire, and literally a snake jumped and grabbed him, and the natives saw that. So that was just another interesting story in the Bible, that you can find these beasts of the Bible.